Hey everyone, how are you? Please let me know if you can hear me, if everything sounds okay. I'm so excited to be here. And yes, Michelle, we had a little challenge. I've decided that we've been doing a few things lately. I've actually started with some packaging and we did that challenge where I made a card based on the packaging, and then I did a bit of a sketch challenge. And if you did miss that one, I have linked it in the description below the video, because that is also comes with a freebie. So you get some of my favorite clean and simple go-to sketches that you can download and be inspired by. But I've been thinking about color challenges, and they were always my favorite when I had time to do challenges, which I haven't for a very long time. But I love the fact that you can go anywhere with a color challenge. And my favorite color challenge, I don't know, my favorite colors to make cards out of. Can anyone guess what it might be? We put it in the comments, and I'll tell you if you're right. Because it's kind of similar to today's color challenge. I've got lots to do because I want to give you a couple of different ideas. I better get started. But today's color challenge, as I'm not sure if Michelle, if you did mention it, is red and orange. So I just thought I'd talk a little bit about how I would approach a color challenge like that. Yes, red and orange. And Michelle's actually already made her card, and I've linked her blog. Hopefully I linked it correctly. I didn't have the exact post to link because I haven't seen what she's made. But you can go and see it, please. Tell me what she's done so I can cheat. But today's color challenge is orange and red, which isn't something that you'd normally would think would go together. But if you think about the color wheel, which is one of my favorite ways to plan with colors, because I just love using different colors in cards, but is an analogous group of colors. So if you don't know what analogous colors are, it's when you can choose two colors to five colors that are adjacent to each other on the color wheel. And if you can't remember, don't worry, it's written on the color wheel, or you can Google it. There's free color wheels that you can access on the internet, but I use this all the time. But if you look at it here, you have got red, red, orange, orange, yellow. So all these colors actually should go together as a group. We only kind of said the red and orange, so I would sort of think it would be like a three, like these three colors here that I was kind of thinking I might go for. But hello everyone, I'm so excited you're here. I've missed you guys so much. Okay, so what I thought I'd do is focus on those. And when I was going through my actual colors, so I just went through my cardstocks. But don't worry if you don't have the cardstock colors of a challenge. If you are wanting to join this challenge that we're going to do, you can certainly make a card inspired by these two colors and share it with myself and Michelle on social. She is, oh no, what's your, Michelle, can you share your Instagram handle? I think it's at mferg, I don't know, but your blog is iCard, everyone. And that one is definitely linked below. So I went through and chose out some red and orange cardstocks that I have. It doesn't matter what brand they are. One of my favorite go-tos at the moment is the Concord and Ninth, and a very similar cardstock, the Ultra New. I don't think they have this one, the A4s anymore. They're mostly gone to those little packets. And I just basically would hold the colors, you know, like these two colors make me happy together. And I thought, well, I'm probably going to need more for a bit more depth. So I went for a darker orange. But if I had have just gone straight to these two here, sorry about the reflection, and the fan, I've got my fan on today. It is so hot here and our air conditioner is still not fixed. So if I look a bit flash, it's because I am. But they don't look like they go so well together. But when you join them, to me, that's a really fun color combination, those three. So what I thought I would do is because I'm going to be making a flower, I thought I'm probably going to need something with a little bit more depth. So this is another shade of red. It's more like a maroon. So I got that. And then for my neutral, we will talk a little bit more about neutrals. I thought it'd be really nice with gold. So I'm going to be interested to see what Michelle did. The other thing you can do is go for things like design paper. And this one didn't have, the ones I've got didn't have any orange that I really sort of mostly chosen packs, but it did have like a red. So I could, if I wanted to add a bit of pattern in my card designs, or you've got some lovely red or orange design paper, you can easily incorporate that into it. The other thing you can do is blend cardstock. So use a blending tool and create your own colors. It's an awesome way to actually get the exact color you want, especially if you've been stamping something, because then you know it's going to be the perfect color to match. All right, so when I originally was thinking about red and orange together, my first die set that came into mind was this one here, this floral doodle set, which is awesome. And I thought, wouldn't it be great to have like a bright red background with just the outline of the orange, or vice versa? And then I thought, I've just used that recently, so I thought I'd stretch myself and not use that one today. Another idea that came to mind was a blending idea through a stencil. So something like this set here, which has a coordinating set of stencils, I thought it'd be nice to blend it in, like the background color would be really pretty in the oranges, and then add the layering with deeper oranges and maybe the reds as well. So I thought that'd be fun, but we're not doing that either. I'm just trying to give you some ideas. And the one I did decide to use was this awesome die set. I haven't used this one in a while. It's called the Prickly Pear die set. And it's one of the, what is it? That might not be a craft flower. It doesn't say it on there, but it's a really good size flower. And then I've got an idea for this one after. I'm hoping we've got enough time to do 2 cards today. I'm going to start with this one here. I'll get the reflection out so you don't see the, like I said, this is actually quite a big. So what's everyone been up to? You know, I've been at lots of parties. I just got home the day before, from the 50th, which was my last 0 birthday party that I had to go to. And I've got to edit it yet, but remember how we did the prototype video? I was inspired by the packaging. I did end up using that packaging, and I actually made another card using, oh, I should show you what I'm doing too. Another card using that same inspiration. So once I get a chance to edit that, I'll share it hopefully next week, and you can see what you think of the new and improved version on the prototype. So if you look at the packaging on the layered flowers or layered florals, you can see it will give you an idea of which ones need to be darker, which layer that you're cutting, and they are actually numbered. You can see a number on them, and I grabbed the wrong one, so lucky I looked. Number 1, and these are the ones with the keyhole in them, which make it really easy to line them up. So the darker one on this one's going to be the base one. And I might just do that little bud there as well. And obviously the more you use a die set, the more used to it you get, and you can play around with the colors. I thought this would be really nice to actually do with that deeper red that I had, this one as well. I thought that'd be lovely. I decided to just use that on the center of these flowers just to make it a little bit more standy outy. See how we go. And that's where I thought the gold would be really pretty in the center of the flowers as well. Yes, I'm still recovering from that birthday. And my dad's birthday just was lovely. It was so nice getting together. Like, I think it's the first time our whole family, my brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, husbands, all their husbands and partners, the first time we've all been together in 10 years. I don't think COVID helped, but how are we going? Am I going to fit them all on? We'll see. This might turn into a disaster. It's okay. It's a good way to start a live card. Now, if there are any questions, please type them in capitals, or Michelle, if you don't mind letting me know if there's anything I've missed, because once I start creating, I get a bit distracted, shall I say. Now, has anyone given me a hint what Michelle did yet? I'm going to do that deeper orange. I thought I'd do I actually got the cardstock out, so if it doesn't work, if I'm not keen on the colours, I can always come back and cut another panel after. Can't I? We're all friends here. Oh, get my pokey tool. There we go. And there's one there. This is my favourite gold, this brush gold. Although last time I used it here, it was on a really intricate die cut, and I didn't do so well with the die cutting at the time, but typically I haven't had any problems with it die cutting. I can't remember which. Does anyone remember what set I was trying to use it with? It seems like so long ago. Now this is just a little plate that I've got some magnetic, self-adhesive magnetic sheet on. That way I can keep my dies all together, especially when I've got little ones like this. I get very upset if I accidentally throw a die away. I'm sure you're the same, especially if it's a layering die, because I don't want to have to buy the whole set again just to get a layering die, one of the layers. Now, where is that going? There. Keyhole, that need that one too. Don't need the keyhole. I'm not keeping little bits. And you might notice there's two different flowers in this set, so they have two different keyhole shapes. So I don't know if you can see that. That one's an arrow and the other one's an obvious keyhole shape. So not a lot of layers to this flower. It's pretty dramatic. Alrighty. Hopefully you can't hear my fan going. Too much other noise. Oh, been there. Sorry, I just saw the capitals. I thought there was a question. Michelle being chatty. Okay. Gosh, I've missed you guys. And I have been creating cards, but not a lot that I can share right now. It's coming up very soon. I've got a lot happening in the next couple of weeks. I've got, now let's lay these together. Could probably zoom in a little bit, as long as you remind me to unzoom after. That would be good, because we've all been there before. You can't see a thing. So the round shape, you can always follow the directions, but pretty easy to line up. They're actually numbered. The number comes through the round shape, and then for the arrow shape. And then the smaller center for this one and the larger center for this one. Okay. And I like to use liquid glue to hold it together because, and if you want to get dramatic, you can also just use something that's round, and you can actually add some, I'm hitting it on that. You can add a little bit of depth by just curling your petals. If you want, you can also go the next level and add a little bit of, you know, that thin foam tape? You can do that. I'm bending it. It's not the best thing. I should have grabbed something a bit, got like a wooden one. That's pretty cool. It's a bit softer on the cardstock, but it'll settle down. But you could add some thin foam tape. That'll add the dimension as well. I like the liquid glue because I know it's going to hold well. And this one is pretty good. It dries fairly quickly as well. And that's got a number 2 on it. This one's got a number 3. Pretty easy. Since they've added these keyholes, game changer. Was there a question about donating cards? I think I can hear a senior group to donate. Oh, that's a great idea. Because maybe focus. It does kind of line up a little bit there. It's an awesome idea, Michelle. We can't, I mean, I know if you're anything like me, you've got a lot of cards. I tend to give mine, the ones I don't send, I tend to like box up and give to family and friends who I know really appreciate them, and then they use them. Or if I've got something like, I'll make up just bags, like little gift bags, you know, with the cellophane bags, tie them with a bow, put, you know, half a dozen, 10 cards in there, and put a bow on the outside and just add them to a gift. Because I don't think they do those as many card drives anymore. Just ends up being huge. A lot of work. And then this one, just as long as you get that keyhole covered, that's a good idea. Lisa has been embossing the paper and then die cutting for extra dimension. The other thing you can do if you don't have, that reminds me, Lisa, if you don't actually have gold cardstock and you want like a gold highlight, you can always just add some Versamark ink or, you know, embossing ink to a piece of cardstock, pour over the embossing powder, like some gold embossing powder, and then heat emboss it. And then you've actually got your own bespoke metallic cardstock. You can use it with any kind of embossing powder. So this is still, I'm still going through the numbers here. This one's number 3. Such a pretty set. So when I was talking about neutrals before, the thing with them is you're allowed to use, in colour challenges, typically you're allowed to use like a neutral, and what that means is, so a neutral is basically a shade without any colour. So typically you're going to be using something like black or white or just now got the shakes up a little bit. I don't even drink coffee. So black or white, greys, browns, you know, like ivory or those like craft cardstock, they're all considered neutrals. I would also include the metallic cardstocks in a neutral. The other thing I was thinking with cards like this, you know, especially if you want to do flowers, I would even accept, if you do want to join, a green as a neutral. So if you did want to get, a like add some leaves to a bouquet, I'm not going to be judgy. So last bit on this flower, how easy are these to put together? And you know what, if you cut about 10 of them out at the same time, I think it would have been nice. I was trying to be more true to the color challenge, but it would have been nice to have like that darker red in the background as well. Don't you agree? The flowers are done. I'll just grab a card base. So yeah, I'm going with green. I reckon green can be a neutral, especially if you're doing flowers. What made me think about the gold is like, I have to do another scraps video, don't I? All these bits. Share it. Like, these are bits that I haven't used on cards lately that I had made. I was thinking either gold or they've got some white ones there. They could look good. But because this is a challenge with Michelle, how about we add some grey? Now this one is it's an Ellen Hudson one. What's it called? Oyster grey. And I kind of feel I'm wanting a border. I don't need a border, but I want a border. Forgot to get out my dyes. Not to worry. This one's for you, Michelle. You can see what I mean by neutral. Like, you can certainly do yeah, that just gives it that shape in the background. Now, sentiments. Speaking of leftovers, I really do need to do a leftover video. What have I got here? Let me just, but I am not going to. This was a true Michelle video. I would be 3D embossing this baby. I wasn't that organised. Hello, Patricia, welcome. We're talking about how to use colour and how to challenge yourself with colour. And the colours we've challenged ourselves to, Michelle and I, are orange and red. And you can join in too. Love you too, actually. So what do you reckon? I haven't used this set in a while. And how pretty is it? If you're thinking, I kind of feel like I need the black to make it stand out. It only just fits, doesn't it? Yeah, we'll go black. 2 black ones die cut already. Just like this word, wonderful. Too much? Always. What else have I been doing? Oh yeah, I prepped for got a live and like in-person class that I'm teaching in Yeah. Hello. In March as well. So that's with Niha, and it's in Brisbane. So anyone's going to join me there, that's pretty exciting. I'm really excited. It's been, I think it was 5 or 6 years ago when we had the last live class that I taught there, and of course things got locked down, and I might stick that down first. It's not my best die cutting, is it? Got some hairy bits on it. Better. So I'm really excited to be teaching live because it's been a long time. Or other than not live, and I suppose it's kind of similar teaching live on the like this, because I've done the retreats and stuff. Got the other one coming up soon, but with Alt and You. But there's nothing like getting together with someone, being able to chat as well. It's all good. So I'm pretty excited about that. There's still a few spots left in that class, so I'll put that link in the description below if there's anyone from Australia that wants to join. What do I want? On March the 9th. How are we going? Are we enjoying this card so far? I think it's pretty. I like this colour combo. Did anyone guess? I haven't, because I can't see all the comments. Did anyone guess my go-to most favourite colour combo? Does anyone know what it might be? I'm sure you do. If you've been here before, you probably do. Michelle, did anyone guess it? I can't wait to go back and read these comments. You guys are all so chatty. How many did you do, Michelle? Did you do more than one? The first one. Deb's saying she likes the first one better, so you don't mind if I just leave for a minute, go and have a look at Michelle's cards and then come back. Green and pink? No, close though. Green, I do a lot of green and pink. I'll give you a hint. I typically like bright cards. And one of the colours is here today. I don't push that down too hard because I'm not really sure where I'm going to put these. How are we going on time? We're doing all right? So far, so good? I'm trying not to over glue. I have a tendency to over glue. But I've got plenty of glue. Oh, that's Michelle. Perfect. Yep. Pink and orange. You're right, Rachel. That is my favorite, absolute favorite color. And the brighter, the better. Definitely. Kind of was thinking that would be fun to have in there as well. That might be too much. Too much? The white would have been good. I'm focusing on the gold, my favorite gold. Oh man, I can't wait to see your cards, Michelle. So if anyone wants to join us in our little challenge, please do. I'd love to see what you make using a combination of the red and the orange. Because not like a go-to combination, really. How are we going with that? Okay, what a pretty die set. I think that one's done. Would you agree? Because I want to get on to the second idea now. Yeah, I do like the glitter too, Lisa, but I'm already focused on the other one, so. Oops, sorry about the noise. Easily distracted I am. Okay. So the second card and the second way to use color inspiration is to create backgrounds. So this way, I forgot to say that. This is like using color inspiration as a focal point. So you can use a focal point, could be anything. It could be a critter, it could be a geometric die cut design. It could do like I did and do flowers, or the other way that I suggested where you blended flowers. But the next way, the next classic way that I would go for would be to create a background. So was that one? Did I do it at one? I think I did. So I'm not sure how many I'm going to need. I'll cut 3. I should have plenty then. I'm trying to keep it simple. Longer. So I've used the same 3 colours. Again, the same 3 colours of cardstock here, but quite differently. 3 of each, I reckon. Should give me more than enough. Lisa, this cardstock is a combination of Concord and Ninth and Altenew, but it's the Altenew, their A4 version, which they do have some of it cut down in those little packs that they do, because I'm not sure that they're selling all their A4 options anymore. But to be honest, I reckon they're coming from the same company. They're very similar quality and colours. So you know how companies do that? They just have to source the stock cardstock quality they want. Oops, sorry again. The amount that they need. And I probably should have zoomed out. Were you telling me that? Have you been telling me to zoom out? And I did prep. This is just a panel of Nina, and I whacked on some double-sided adhesive. And my cat walked across my desk just before we started, so I'll just have to live with that. But I'm going to create, yes, a diagonal background. 1, 2. Because I can. So make sure that you are over the edge with your cardstock before you butt it up against the other one. This is one of the easiest backgrounds that you can make with cardstock to get the exact colours that you need. Although I'm struggling. No pressure. Try it this way. That's better. Easier. Did go off a little bit though, but I am planning on cutting this down, so because I want that white border. I want it to kind of be a little bit matchy with the other. So do as I say, not as I do. You were watching me do that, weren't you? Is that the way I want to go? No, I think I will go back to the red. Because I've done wide stripes. It doesn't really matter. Just these 2 oranges are very similar. Okay. I could probably do that after. And now I'm just going to flip it over and cut it down. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the new colours at Concord and Ninth. released last year, and no, I'm sure they got more coming out this year. Can I say wink, wink? Don't know if it's common knowledge, but I'm sure you would have guessed that. Would you? Would you have guessed that? They're kind of my go-to, and they combine so well together. So if I'm at a loss for what color combination, I'll just grab out a few of the packets that are inspiring me when I look at them, and hold them against each other until I'm happy. Right. I did cut too many. I thought I would, but more better to have more than not enough. Okay. Oops. I find it such a right-hander. It works really well for techniques too, like even if you use the better press on this cardstock, or even use how cute's that? I have to cut this down though. Which bit? I'll start with that side. I could probably do it. Hope that's straight enough. We'll see. Can you tell I'm concentrating now? What else did I need to tell you about? What else has been going on? I have a new video up. I don't know if you guys saw that one yet. That was focusing on, I have a bit of a background thing happening. I can do that one now. You might notice as I'm turning this around, because these weren't straight cuts, I'm actually using the bit here that I've already cut away. So that way I know that this is going to be, when I say square on the card. So the last side I'll cut will be that one. And that was the one I cut off with the scissors. So the scissor cut isn't going to be perfect, but the trimmer should be a lot more accurate. So now these sides have already been cut with the trimmer. So I can just make sure I use one of the pre-cut sides to make it sure it's straight. It's clear as mud. I won't stick that on my card yet. Oh, Tracy, the challenge here today is using orange and red. It's a color challenge, and I've just given you two examples where you can use the color challenge as a focal point, or now I'm creating a background using the colors. The other thing you can do while I'm talking about that is backgrounds can also be created, like, you know, with alcohol ink backgrounds. You can make your own. You could even use design paper in the colors of the challenge to create your own. I decided to make a nice striped, bright, bold background. And Michelle has already made her card. It sounds like more than one. Sounds like there might be two. And I haven't seen them yet, so you get to see them before me, which is so unfair. But that's how it goes sometimes. This set here is another old and new set. What's it called? Sweet Bouquet. So I thought there's a couple of different ways I could do this. It does come with a coordinating stencil set, And I could actually colour the flowers with the stencil set and blend them out. Like I would probably use orange and then red in the middle. We've already discussed that I'd be happy if someone wants to add like a green as a neutral. Oh, what's that? There's a sentiment. Anyone want a sentiment? Not going so well for that. I haven't added my magnetic sheet to this one yet. I don't like these sticky things people put on there. I know they've got to hold them together, but I struggle to get them off. I'm sure that no one else does. Oh. Okay, so you could also make the leaves on this, you could leave them white. You could paint them, colour them like a gold or a grey would look really pretty as well. Or even in the brown, like autumny tones would work. So if you really want to be a bit more true to the sketch, sketch on the brain, to the colour challenge, you could even do the flowers in red and the leaves in orange. That will be fun. I'm going to leave mine black and white. And I did use a thicker cardstock here. Have I stuck it? Oh, this is what I found. Where's my scissors? My blade. Because I'm thrifty, that's probably the better way to put this. I found as this version using these plates through the Gemini, that might have been because I had some cardstock on there. But once this starts to peel away on me, it doesn't cut in certain areas because some of the plastic is chipped away. But they do get a hammering. My plates get used and used and used and used. They do last a long time. Just wondering, because I've used the 110 pound here. It's going to be, because I'm thinking about popping it up. I might just double it up. You got time to wait for me to do this? I like to double up my die cut, make them a bit more sturdy if I'm popping them up. Yes. So to get the sticky off the dies, you can use an alcohol wipe. Works well. Even just some isopropyl. I can't say that word. Alcohol on a on a wipe or something will do it too. That will get the sticky off the back. There's a substance called Remove, which would work. Or even any of those, what are they called? The cleaners that have the orange in them. They're really good at dissolving alcohol as well, like the orange-based cleaners. Let's start talking about cleaning the house. What's the best product? Make this. Oh. So there we go. And I wasn't really sure on the sentiment, but I had a couple. Got this one here, which is, man, I don't want to make 2 hello cards, do I? I was thinking about putting that off there, off to the side. That's huge. That's what it's about though, isn't it? What about that? It's kind of fun. Or that way. I was originally going to go that way. I'll start by adhering that. I think we need the black with the white. We don't need another hello or a you. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa said she's got all the time in the world. Hi. Has everyone got back into the swing of their year? It just has taken me forever because really I've been away 3 times already and it's only like February, and now I'm about to teach at the retreat. I'm also teaching the one I was talking about, the live one, and then we've got the summit. So there's heaps going on, which is good. Look, can you see? I can't see. I was so excited when Alton started bringing out die-cut words like this. They've got a couple of the sets that are a bit smaller, and they look pretty cool too. But I liked this one because it was so bold. It does take up a lot of space on the card, though. It becomes a bit of a focal point rather than just the sentiment. So when you send this to someone, they will know that you really mean thank you because you've almost yelled it at them. It's so big. Yeah, Google. Yeah, that would work too. Where did we decide? Oh, thank you, Google. I'm kind of feeling there. So let's add a little bit of dimension. Oh, Mandy, you've been studying. Ooh. And those ones where you do study over the holidays, you know, these courses for busy people. I didn't focus, did I? They make you do like a whole unit. Was there, wasn't it? I don't think it was, but that looks pretty good. You actually do like a whole unit in 6 weeks instead of the 13 or whatever you'd normally get in uni. My husband did one of those. This is how you get through a uni course for busy people. Yeah, let's shove it into 6 weeks around your normal job. I don't know how he did it, but he did really well. Hats off to you. I'll stick with making cards, I think. All right. No, I promise. Michelle's not yelling. She's just making it big enough for my eyes to see. Oh, everyone's here. I can't wait to go back and read the comments. Always fun. I hope you've, I forgot to say, switch across to live comment at the top of the feed. So rather than top comment, that way you get to see what everyone's writing. Straighten that up. I think I'm going to be over the edge a little bit with the dot. Laura's got that. Let's see if I can cut through this. A bit of sticker. Yeah, it did kind of work. I will have to maybe do a little bit of card surgery here. It doesn't hang out the edge. What do you think? I want to put this directly to the card base now. And because I haven't used my dies, which I should have got out, I'm a bit out of practice, aren't I? Look at me go. Thank God you're here to help me. And now I just need to add some more dimension. I feel like I've been missing stuff in the card making world because I haven't been around. I didn't even have internet for a while there. Went to this lovely place in South Australia, been there before, called Rapid Bay, and we camped in these houses there, which were with my sister and her husband. It was brilliant. I'm just doubling this up so it's going to sit at the right height. These are just thin foam dots. I like these ones, and I like the ones from these guys. Have a version of them as well, and I really like them, but I have found them a bit hard to get in Australia, although I did see that Niha has them now. So when I'm up there in Brisbane, I'm going to grab some. I haven't been to her new shop yet, so that's going to be fun. I haven't been to a card making shop. I can't tell you the last time. It's just sad, isn't it? You're thinking, yes, I'm trying to go like rule of thirds. That's straight. How we go? How are we going for time? Ooh, 2 cards done. What have I forgotten to tell you? That I want you to join us. I didn't want to do that one, did I? That's the one. I wanted to tell you that I'd love you to join us. Don't forget to go over to Michelle's blog. I'm sure she's going to share her cards over Instagram, and I'm going to be heading there straight away as soon as I log off here and see. But the challenge is to create a card using red and orange together. Happy for you to use neutrals such as browns, golds, silver, ivory, cream, craft, and even green. Like I would consider green a neutral, because especially if you want to do flower, it just makes it easier. And I will have to add, Michelle, I have to add your tag for Instagram, but I definitely put your blog link in there. But mine's at Lostinpaper, just in case you didn't know. I shared 2 different ways today to use colour in an inspiration. So I've used it as a focal point and also as a background. But there's so many different things you can do. It'd be even fun to have like a critter or something in these colours, I think anyway. So I have also linked the sketch video that I did with my freebie. That's in the description below. So if you did miss that one, head there and check that out and pick up that freebie with some of my favourite go-to clean and simple sketches. And I think that's about it. Oh yeah, coming back. When will I be back? In 2 weeks' time. That's when the Card Maker Success Summit is. So I'm not going to go live that fortnight because it just all gets too clashy, because they've got the kickoff party on, which will be Wednesday evening. So I'm hoping to come back the following Thursday, but I will email out. If you haven't joined my email list, just pick up one of the freebies and you automatically will be added to that. and I will let you know. Otherwise, if you subscribe to my channel, and I think it's if you click the bell icon, you'll also get notification. I usually put it up about a day or so before that's when the next one's going to be. So the summit is going to go for that 4 days, so I didn't think it would be worth trying to squish another video in. Everyone's going to be so busy. Hopefully you've already signed up. If you haven't already, it's free. There's a free version of the summit. I've put my link in the description below. It's 4 days of card making, and for the free version you get 24 hours to watch each one, and so it's nearly 50 tutorials. So you're not going to be able to watch them all, so just choose the ones that really suit you and your style, or maybe choose one that in a style that you haven't tried before, so that you can actually have a look and see if there's something that actually might interest you, that you want to give a try. And that is actually an affiliate link, so if you do go through and buy the VIP pass, which has immediate and permanent access to the summit, as well as a lot more freebies, then that's when my affiliate link kicks in. So just can click on there and get the free one. So, and I'm going live on that summit too, so we can have a talk and a chat. Any questions, don't hesitate. Thank you so much for joining me here today, everyone. I hope I haven't missed any questions. If I have, just write in the comments below, or I will do a blog post. I'll take some photos of these and share them. I hope you guys aren't too cold over in the UK and the US. I'll gladly share some of our heat from here with you. I think I'll have to head to the beach later today. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed these cards. I'm going to head over and check out Michelle's cards now. Love you guys. Bye.